Hey guys, Ivan here with the Old School Labs, and we are starting this video with a physique update of Brandon Curry. A crazy physique update, and what is my take on this one? Well, the first thing that I thought when I saw this, can Phil Heath actually beat this? But then the next thing I thought, show us your legs. We all know that his upper body is well, perfect. I mean, flawless, basically. He has big arms, he has biceps, triceps, shoulders are big, back is amazing, chest is big and full, and on top of that all, he has tiny waist and good abdomen. So, perfect upper body pretty much. I mean, in 2019 Mr. Olympia, he wasn't the most shredded bodybuilder of all time. Like, Phil Heath came in so much better shape every single year that he won the Mr. Olympia, in so much better conditioning. But Phil has that stomach problem, and even though he probably fixed it a little, I mean, let's hope that he did. I'm sure he worked on it. I'm sure it's going to be a little bit better. Still, it's not going to be as perfect as Brandon's midsection. So that's a big weakness for Phil, and Brandon is winning in that department, and you can see right here. But, you know, we don't see the legs. We don't see the legs, and that's going to be the determining factor of who's going to win that Mr. Olympia, I believe. I think the likelihood of Phil fixing the stomach is bigger than likelihood of Brandon actually growing the legs to match those of Phil and to match his upper body. I'm sure he will make progress. I'm sure he's going to be a much better version of Brandon Curry from 2019. I'm sure this is going to be the best Brandon Curry ever, but is it going to be better than Phil? That's a question, and I hope we're going to see them actually compared one next to another. That's going to be an exciting Mr. Olympia. Yeah, I'm talking about Mr. Olympia, now I'm showing you Greene, but I'm not mentioning anything about a comeback or anything like that. And this is just a video that Kai posted, and I thought it looked really impressive. The arms looked really full and really big. Everything on his physique looks really good. And he's still... I mean, I hope this is recent. I'm pretty sure it is. It looks recent. He doesn't look, to be in competition shape or anything like that. But the size is there. And I'm just asking you guys, what do you think? Why is he maintaining this kind of size? I mean, he will still be freak if he lost 30 pounds or something like that. He doesn't have to be over 300 pounds, like he probably is right here, for movies or whatever. So that's just something I'm curious about. But I'm pretty sure that he's not going to be competing ever again. So yeah, let's not talk about that. And let's talk about the current physique of Chris Bumstead and his weight update. So 260 pounds. He needs to lose 30 pounds before this show. And he did gain some fat in the abdomen, but this guy is a machine. He is an absolute genetic freak. So if you talk about will he manage to come conditioned because he gained a little bit of fat, I mean, let's not even talk about that. Of course, he will do it. But the fact that he grew so much, is that going to have an effect on his package in the end? Did he make any kind of improvements? How many of those 30 pounds is actually new muscle, new tissue, and how much of that is percent-wise in the arms department, which is something he's lacking. And Breon and Ansley made sure that we are aware of that by saying that Mr. Olympia shouldn't have any weaknesses, any genetic flaws. Which, by the way, if you guys didn't hear my opinion, is something I don't agree with. We had Dorian Yates with so many imperfections and so many other professional bodybuilders who are doing so well with a lot of weaknesses, and the Mr. Olympia winners as well. So you cannot be perfect, nobody is perfect, but you are as close to perfection as you can get, and I think Chris gets closer to that perfect classic physique than Breon. So yeah, I think he deserves to be a Mr. Olympia. And based on this photo right here, he seems to have gained some muscle. Yeah, sure, some muscle. And when he loses those extra 30 pounds, I'm sure there will be some new tissue. Hopefully in the arms. Not because he has smaller chances of winning again with those arms. No. Just because I want to see more impressive physique. Breon Ansley, with his physique update, is absolutely not lacking a thing in his arms. His arms are phenomenal. The bicep peaks are crazy. The triceps are full. Good arms, and he knows it. And that's why he's showing it right now to us. He's basically telling us, hey, look, I have arms. But what he doesn't have is the prettiest classic physique structure. And when it comes to Mr. Olympia, the winner is basically the representation of what ideal classic physique should be all over the world, in every single amateur show or whatever. Do they want young bodybuilders to aspire to look like Breon Ansley? Is that what classic physique is all about? Or is it Chris's physique that is basically the ideal? It's Chris's physique, of course, and I absolutely agree with that. So there is that little factor. The judges are choosing the best representation for the sport, for the division. And that is not politics. I saw that in an amateur show in Serbia recently. My friend was able to beat another bodybuilder who was a bodybuilder, not a classic physique guy. He was a bodybuilder and he competed against my friend. My friend is smaller than him, but he has much prettier physique, much more aesthetic, way more classic, better posing, a vacuum and everything. And even though the other guy was bigger, the judges decided this is the representation of classic physique. We want to see this. This is what we are aspiring when you're talking about the classic physique, and that's why Chris is winning the Mr. Olympia and not Breon. And also, I mean, put that aside. Even if you put that aside, if it was a bodybuilding show, I mean, it's arguable, but Chris was in better shape. I'm not sure if a bodybuilding show would go in Chris's favor because maybe Breon is a little bit more muscular, because of the arms mainly. But Chris was in better condition, in better shape. But both of those guys were in great shape. The reason why Chris won was because he had a better classic physique, period. But hey, maybe we should stop focusing on those two guys. Maybe we can talk about the other guy who can actually be in that top 3 this year. I don't see the reason why not. Because, once again, he is a classic physique. The other guys, especially the guy on his left right here, who was pretty close when it comes to conditioning and muscularity, simply wasn't classic enough. And aesthetics matter in classic physique. There are other divisions like classic bodybuilding in IFBB, in my federation that I'm competing in. And those guys, the criteria is basically just being shredded. They don't care if I'm more aesthetic than the other guy. If he is in better shape, he will win. I don't think that's necessarily the case in classic physique. Of course, if you are soft, if you're not conditioned, you're gonna lose. Yeah, but if it is close and you have if you have classical lines, you will have a bit of an advantage. It does matter. But Logan here was the most conditioned guy, and he has the structure, he has the shape, he has the symmetry, he has the presentation actually fixed. He has it fixed. The last time he competed, it was horrible, honestly. He has good vacuum. He has everything that is necessary, pretty much. He has a full package. And he has better arms and better back than Chris. Of course, he's not on the level of Chris Bumstead. I don't think so. I don't think this year. But wow, take a look at this twisted back shot. Wow, super classic. I'm really impressed. I'm really amazed by his physique. Let's see what he does at the Mr. Olympia. I'm sure he will do great. We have a training video or a physique update of Tom Platz at the age of 65. And goddamn, I had no idea that he still had legs big as this. How is this even possible? He just kept most of the mass. Most bodybuilders, after they retire, they lose pretty much almost all of the muscle. So I don't know what Tom was doing. I'm pretty sure he was training hard. I hope that's it. I hope he used old school lab supplements to maintain the muscle. But apparently whatever he did worked. It worked because look at the size of these legs. Crazy wheels at the age of 65. Wow, just amazing. It's a rare thing to see legs this big in bodybuilding in young guys who should be having big legs, who should be able to squat and leg press a ton of weight. But I guess everybody is just too lazy to train legs hard. It's a real rarity to see good set of quads these days. I take pride in having decent legs. If you guys want to follow me, go to Instagram, type evenbodybuilding_, and you will see some competition photos. I'm having a competitive season right now. I have a bunch of shows left before I'm finished. At least another month of competing. So guys, go ahead and follow me. Anyways, that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you so much guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like it. If you want to see more, subscribe to this channel. All the best guys, and keep it old school.